Hello friends, myself Arnab Kundu. You are watching my channel Technical Arquen. In this video, I will discuss role of data in AI, types of data used in AI, what is big data. Big data plays a crucial role in powering machine learning, deep learning and data science, right? The key component of data science is the data analysis. There are two types of data analysis are there. One is descriptive analysis, other is predictive analysis. Predictive analysis is done by the machine learning, right? Big data handles massive volume of structured, unstructured and semi-structured data. Okay, also in this video I will give an example of big data using Google Colab. So go to the computer screen, slide by slide I will discuss today's topic elaborately. So let's dive in. So friends, today I will discuss the data and the artificial intelligence. Means data is the fuel of AI, right? So at first we should know the role of data in AI, right? First one is the foundation of AI. Data is the fuel that powers all AI systems. Without data, AI cannot learn, make decisions or improve, right? Just like humans learn from experience, AI learns from data. Data means the past data or the historical data, right? Second one, training machine learning models. AI uses machine learning algorithms to model the relationships between input features and target outputs using training data, right? Means to train the data we need the past value or the historical data, right? The more high quality and diverse the data, the better the model performs, right? The third one, continuous improvement. AI systems are often updated with new data to stay accurate and relevant, right? The fourth one, quality matters. Poor or biased data can lead to wrong predictions or unfair results. Means data should be unbiased, right? Clean, labeled and balanced data sets are crucial for building reliable AI systems, right? Next one, data privacy and ethics. Handling data responsibly is critical in AI development, right? Data must be collected and used ethically, respecting user privacy laws like GDPR, right? So we can say no data means no AI. Data is not just important, it is essential in case of AI is concerned, right? It teaches AI how to see, listen, read and understand the world, right? Now we talk about the types of data used in AI. Basically there are three types of data there. One is structured data, other is unstructured and third one is semi-structured. For structured data is concerned means organized data in rows and columns, example spreadsheet, databases, tables like that, okay? Means where the row or columns are there, proper rigid structure are there, right? Unstructured means no clear format or structure like text, images, audio, video have no particular structure, right? For semi-structured is concerned, partially organized like JSON, XML, HTML, right? Actually the semi-structured doesn't follow the rigid structure but contains tags or markers to separate the elements, right? In AI projects we often deal with text, numerical, categorical, image, video and audio data depending on task like NLP, computer vision like that. So these three type of data we can use within the AI according to our requirement of the model is concerned, right? Now we are introduced the big data. Big data plays a crucial role in powering machine learning, deep learning and data science. Okay, the key component of data science is the data analysis. There are two types of data analysis are there. One is descriptive analysis, another is predictive analysis. Predictive analysis is done by the machine learning, right? So big data refers to massive volume of structured, unstructured and semi-structured data that are too large and complex to process using traditional tools. So big data is often described using the 5 V's. First V is the volume, huge amount of data, like examples, social media posts, health records, right? Second one, velocity, speed at which data is generated, like live post from X, formerly Twitter, real-time GPS. Third one, variety, different types of data like text, images, audio, video, etc., right? Fourth one, veracity, quality and reliability of data. Filtering spam or fake news are the examples, right? And fifth one, value, useful insights from data. Examples, predicting customer behavior, right? So we can think in that way. The big data is considered about the raw fuel, right? How big data connects with AI? AI systems, especially machine learning and deep learning, need large amounts of high quality data to learn and make decisions, right? Big data helps AI by providing large data sets for training, helping AI recognize patterns, improving accuracy and predictions, supporting real-time decision making. So we can say AI plus big data is the smart systems, right? Some real life examples like Netflix recommends shows based on your watch history, right? Google Maps gives traffic predictions using real-time location data. Healthcare AI can detect diseases by analyzing millions of medical records. Okay, so big data provides the raw material for AI. Okay, so this image is actually looks like a Venn diagram, and here the artificial intelligence is the umbrella term, and in which machine learning and deep learning reside, and data science are just overlap with them, and big data is the fuel. Okay, so we can say in that way, big data is the raw fuel, machine learning and deep learning the engine that learns from the fuel, and the data science the driver that decides how to use the engine, right? So big data is the raw fuel in AI. Okay, and also big data handles massive volume of structured data, unstructured data and semi-structured data, right? Now I just give an example of big data using Google Colab, and also I plot big data using a histogram in Python, right? So now I just within my space of Google Colab, okay, now I just write the code here where I just plot the big data using a histogram. So at first we just write the module which need to import here. So at first import the modules. So just write import pandas as PD. Next import numpy as np, and also another module import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Actually I import the 3 modules. Pandas module is need for handling the data, numpy for the simulating the large scale data, and matplotlib and the sub module pyplot is needed for the visualizing the result. Okay, so at first we just execute these 3 modules. Just click on the execution. So I have already imported the module. Now we write the next line for the code, means now I am creating the data frame object. Okay, so just write in that way, df equal, and then just write pd dot data frame and send as an argument within curly brace, just write here watch time, and then we just put a colon and then send in that way np dot random dot exponential and send as an argument scale equal 15 and size equal 10,000. Actually what happened, I simulate the watch time in minutes of 10,000 YouTube users using exponential distribution. That's why I'm using here np.random.exponential, and here using the scale equal to 15 means the average watch time is around 15 minutes. Okay, and also use the size 10,000 means we generate the 10,000 data point for simulating the big data, right? And in realistic, more users watch videos for shorter times, but few watch videos for long periods. Okay, so in that way the distribution is going on. Okay, after that we write in that way, just write here. Now I just plot in a visualized format, so just write here plt dot hist, because I plot the distribution of watch time in minutes of 10,000 YouTube users using a histogram in Python. So just write plt dot hist and send as an argument in that way df within square bracket, just write here watch time within single quote, and then we just put a comma, then just write beans equal 150, and then put a color equal, suppose write simple sky blue. Okay, then close the parenthesis. Now what happened here, I just plot the distribution of watch time of 10,000 YouTube users using a histogram in Python, right? Now this is another thing is that we are using here beans equal to 150 means divide the data in 150 intervals for better visibility, right? So that's why I write here beans equal to 150. Okay, now I just plot the histogram. So in that case we need the title, we need the x level, y level. So in that we just write plt dot title, right? In that way YouTube watch time distribution. So just write YouTube watch time distribution. Okay, and put the x level, plt dot x level, and x level is, suppose we put here the minutes. Okay, so just write here within double quote minutes. Okay, and y level is the numbers of users, so just write in that way y level, and just write here numbers of users means YouTube users, and after that plot it. And also we put the name of the file, suppose we put here watch time. Okay, and now if we run this code, just press this run cell, just click on this button, so it will generate the histogram. Actually I plot the distribution of watch time in minutes of 10,000 YouTube users. Okay, so here the title given YouTube watch time distribution, and in x-axis the minutes means the watch hour, and this is the number of users are showing here. Okay, I hope you have understood today's video. In this video I just plot the big data using histogram in Python code. If you like this video, please like it, share it more and more. Keep watching Technical Arcane because more AI ML videos will come very soon. So if you have some doubts for today's video is concerned, just write in the comment section. I will try to solve this problem. Those who are still not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Keep watching Technical Arcane. So today up to this. Thank you and bye bye.